Looks like some of the roads are patchy, wintry mix. Not a whole lot sticking to the road right now. We got areas of blowing snow across the roadway here and across the field. But conditions will get worse later on throughout the day as those winds crank up and that snow begins to filter in. I do expect deteriorating conditions. I don't expect any blizzard warnings to be issued, but intermittent blizzard conditions are possible, especially once that snow begins to come through more with those winds cranking up. I'm heading to southwest Minnesota, well, between Flander and Minnesota border. It's not too far of a drive from here. Kind of the Siouxland tribe. But yeah, there are some areas of blowing snow right now. Sure the plows will be out later. Try and drink as much water as I can today. Right now I'm coming into Madison. Decent sized city town. I actually used to work here. 2 different jobs. I don't start back at work until another couple of weeks, so and then I work for the city of Sioux Falls, and then I'm gonna go self-employment. I might just end up doing that altogether instead of going back to a regular job, because I want to continue to chase at least full time. I kind of feel like I am at the moment, but I want to be able to chase everything. Right now the roads are wet, they're not slippery. Some of the outer roads and highway down the rural areas are partially snow and ice covered. But I'm heading eastbound. I did get a hold of Fox Weather and see if they'll buy any footage of mine potentially later today. So it's part of the reason why I'm going out here. See if I can't get anything out of that. Right now there's not a whole lot of snow. I'd say it's about a trace under an inch, a dusting. But the snow will pick up later today. It's only 30, so we'll see how much snow we end up getting. I think it's going to be really hard to actually measure snow today because of the wind. So you might have to do it like after. But those winds are going to be really cranking throughout the day. And I think Huron actually had a wind gust of 60 or 61 mile an hour, which is about an hour or so north of me. I was going to go out and document some things on that, but I wanted to focus on today. I think today would be more of a snow and wind impactful day being out. Winter weather advisory in effect, actually probably for here, I imagine. But it's mainly on the grassy surfaces that the snow's accumulating. Some areas on the road are, but it's very far and few between. The wind's really going to be the problem maker for the day as well. Got debris on the road. Don't want to hit that with a tire. I should have got out and threw it over. But I'm going to stream live as much as I can throughout the day. Once it starts getting worse out, I'm going to roll some footage. Gas prices are about a cent lower than they were earlier. It's $3.79. It was like $3.80 in some spots. But this is your typical late season snow. We get this kind of stuff in late April or mid to late April almost every year, depending on the system. But next week I have my eyes on that could be impactful than this. I don't know how we're going to get it. It's looking like a pretty hefty big storm system for next week. There's already severe weather outlooks for next week, and this is only Thursday for the Southern Plains region. I have no doubt of a pretty substantial severe weather outbreak for next week. I gotta get new tires on this car eventually, especially my back ones. That's alright. Never stop chasing. You gotta keep going even when your car's in despair. It's starting to let up a little bit. I mean, it's really not even doing anything now. But that'll quickly change that as that snow wraps around that little back end of that low pressure system and filters in and that snow begins again. So I'm really no hurry getting to my target area. I wish I was chasing severe weather. Had a nice tornado down in Georgia. A couple of storm chaser buddies of mine intercepted a drill bit tornado. It was pretty incredible. I'm also on Discord too. Discord, Twitch. You can follow me on Twitter at JustinFranson8. I do most of my weather stuff on my Twitter. I don't even really bother with Facebook unless I'm live. But I'm focused more on my Twitter, trying to build my following, which seems to be doing pretty good, covering different severe weather outbreaks, showing radar and stuff like that. So people have been following me quite a bit, and I totally appreciate that. Definitely helps me out and potentially build up my account a lot better. I really don't mess with Facebook much anymore. I thought about canceling my personal account, putting up a page, but not sure how well that'll go. But there is a severe weather threat again for today. It's not as substantial as past couple days. I haven't really looked much into it because I've been preparing for today and got my own inclement weather to cover. So about 250 miles left in this car before I go empty. I get good fuel range on here. Just gas prices worry me a little bit, especially if you ain't got the funds. But I do have the funds to run around, so to cover this. But I'm gonna hop off of here, check my social media, and I'll be back on later. It's hot.